Stop by Academy Sports and Outdoors in Tyler for all your tailgating needs. From barbecue pits and canopies to your favorite team's jersey and folding chairs, Academy Sports and Outdoors has you covered. Kick off the season the right way. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by ASE Baseball Tournaments. Go to ASEJustPlay.com to learn more.
Pretty entertaining first quarter, huh?
Yeah, a lot went on in that first quarter. A lot of scoring, and as you mentioned, a little slow moving because of all the scoring, but entertaining.
Red Raiders lead 14-7 over the Lufkin Panthers. Legacy and Lufkin tonight. Rose Stadium, 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 14 after the loss on the play. Red Raiders go right to left, and they put Newsom in motion this time. Make that Butler. Butler trying to get to the edge, and he'll be dragged down. No, he didn't go to the ground at the 50-yard line. He cuts back, and he's going to have room. How about this? 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and I think Butler's going to score. There was no way. They had him back at the 50-yard line. He looked like he had lost 6 yards, and he comes back across the field, and LaDavian Butler, on one of the more improbable 44-yard runs you'll ever see, scores for the Red Raiders.
One big run after another. The Panthers defense hadn't figured it out yet. They're giving up one big play after another. Butler with a nice job of reversing field after the broken tackle, and he gets into the end zone.
LaDavian Butler with the score, and the extra point is on the way, sponsored by TJC, the College of East Texas, and it's good. 21-7, Red Raiders over the Panthers, 11:45 to go in the second quarter. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team. How was that drive?
81 yards, 81, 3 plays.
Okay. I thought he was down. Looked like he was down.
Yeah.
Kickoff is brought to you by Texway Loans, and the Red Raiders with another scoring drive.
Great run by Butler. 3 plays, 81 yards, just 1 minute and 17 seconds.
Robertson Automotive sponsors the scoring drive update. Red Raiders up 21-7. Verona, 2-step approach, and that ball over the head of the deep man. He retrieves it at the 5-yard line and brings it back upfield. This is Montgomery out past the 15, 16, tripped up near the 17-yard line, I believe. And that's where the Lufkin Panthers have to be a little stunned right now. How about LaDavian Butler that time? It looked like they had him back at the 50-yard line, but his knee never touched the ground, and he was athletic enough and savvy enough to understand that he was not down. And once he got rolling the other way, Kevin, there was no stopping him. He turned the Jets on.
Should have lost about 5 yards on the play had they wrapped up. But again, give Butler credit, the reverse field after the broken tackle.
All right, here comes Jordan Moore and the always dangerous Lufkin Panthers at the 17-yard line. Their offensive linemen, 2-point stances or 3-point stance, and they hand the ball off to Berry, who cuts back against the grain, and now he's upfield at the 38-yard line. Nice run by Caleb Butler, who's a bigger back at about 6'3". He's going to be hard to bring down. He's elusive enough, but not a speed burner per se, but very savvy in picking his holes. First down, Panthers.
Yeah, nice jump cut by Berry. Again, once he started out left and back to the middle of the formation, found an opening to get upfield.
I still remember Jaworski Lane when I think
Oh,
of
he was a
Lufkin.
big boy, wasn't he?
And Dez and Reggie McNeil, and the list goes on and on. 3 receivers with Flack in motion. Hand the ball off to Caleb Berry. This time he is stood up by the Red Raiders, and they knock him down. That's a well-played by the middle of the defensive unit by the Red Raiders, including Jack Janis, the junior, make that senior 6'1" senior linebacker. And they gained a yard, and that is all. And that was mano a mano, and Janis won that time.
One of the best signs I saw at a college football game, A&M, when Jaworski was playing there, is Jaworski ate my sign. And they had a big chunk missing out of it.
Big boy,
boy.
Great running back. Second down at the 40-yard line, 2nd and 9, ball on the near hash. 3 down linemen and a blitz coming by the Red Raiders. Lane gets it up there. Moore has the ball knocked away, and it's intercepted by the Red Raiders. Here is Lee, and this may be a pick 6, taking it to the end zone for the touchdown. This will be a Red Raider score. If I can pick up the number, that is Caden Starks on a tip pass interception. He returns it for about 45 yards and a Red Raider touchdown.
That's the money man, right? Once again, nice job on the tip drill. And a great return. There's a penalty flag I just noticed on the Lufkin sideline. We'll see if the run comes back. I think the interception will stand. We'll see what happens.
Caden Starks just ran one back. It's a pick 6.
Yeah,
and it's a touchdown. It's a sideline warning, and that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. The Red Raiders take a 27-7 lead with the Jersey Mikes a sub above extra point to come on a pick 6 by Caden Starks. How about that?
What a great start for the Red Raiders on both sides of the ball.
And here's the extra point by Baxter. The Red Raiders dominating it right now. They're up 28-7 with 10:17 to go in the second quarter. We're back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team.
Help both Tyler High and Legacy High provide for hungry families for our communities. Check it out on TylerPantryRaid.com. Again, this reminder, masks are required in the stadium at all times. Also, social distancing in the stands at all times. Thank you for your cooperation.
The American Golden Diamond Exchange kickoff coming up, 28-7 Red Raiders.
Yeah, just a great job. And Moore tried to force that into traffic, but a nice job on the tip drill once again by the Red Raiders to come away with it.
Maddox Residential and Commercial Services kickoff on the way down the near side, taken left by Montgomery. Going left side 15, searching for a hole at the 20. 25, 30, 35, only the kicker to beat upfield to midfield, and the kicker makes the tackle. And there's a penalty flag down. Also a Red Raider shaken up on that play. Maybe an illegal block by Lufkin around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, not a whole lot going right for the Panthers, so this will probably come back. A good chunk of it anyway.
Julian Diaz was the return man that time, my mistake. Diaz, number 12, on the return, but again, that return will come back. Caden Starks with the interception return, and the Red Raiders have scored 3 times on the ground and run one in on a pick 6 to take a 28-7 lead.
Yeah, you like the fact that Starks wasn't satisfied with just the interception. He was determined to score after the pick, and he got there.
Ball at the 21-yard line, going left to right for Jordan Moore. And the 6'3 senior, again, pass off the fingertips of a Lufkin receiver and right into the waiting arms of Caden Starks, who runs it in. Delayed draw handoff this time. Caleb Berry looking to get outside, gets a nice block on the edge by Diaz Christian Diaz that time, and he picks up a little extra yardage. That's a pretty good gain out to about the 29-yard line. Pickup of about 8 by Caleb Berry. I really like this guy. He's just one of those smart running backs that doesn't have the blazing speed, but he's smooth.
He is smooth. And that ball was actually handed to him on his hip, so he had to gather in before he got upfield.
Second down and 2 at the 29. They go left to right, far side to short side. 2 receivers right in a slot man. Hand it to Berry again. First down and more. 45 out to midfield. Runs over a Red Raider and gets it into Legacy territory at about the 46, 47-yard line before the Red Raiders make the tackle. Jacqueline Morgan, one of the cornerbacks, transferred from Brook Hill, verbally committed to Arizona as of right now, in on that tackle. And it'll be first down. They mark it at the 47-yard line. 28-7, the Red Raiders with the lead. Far hash, 4 wide receivers set, 10 personnel, and a whistle blows, and the Red Raiders will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. So the Red Raiders call timeout, 9:10 to go second quarter. They lead 28-7 over Lufkin. We're back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
To a sprawling 145-acre campus, over 115 degrees and certificates, and an enrollment of over 12,000 students. About a third of the cost of public four-year institutions, TJC has created the opportunity for a quality education for many in our great community. Learn more at tjc.edu. Replays tonight are brought to you by Dobbs TV and Appliances, your Get More.
So the Red Raiders take a timeout to try to slow this Lufkin team down a little bit. They are still dangerous. Again, 5 years ago, you and I sat in the stadium and watched Lee take a 42-3 lead over Lufkin and lose the game in overtime.
Yeah, we just sat and watched. Nothing we could do. We were helpless, right? Just watched it unfold.
And so was the Lee defense that night, too. First down, though, and the Legacy defense doing a good job here. It's first down at the 47, though. And, again, a tough challenge. And the Red Raiders take over at their own 27-yard line, going right to left. Tight formation, 3 receivers to the wide side, the short side of the field, or to the short side, the far side of the field, and a handoff coming near side, and they hand the ball off, and they swarm Bryson Donnell for a short loss on that play. There were 3 white shirts in on that one, among them Nick Moore, a junior linebacker, and that'll make it a 2nd down and 12. Well played that time against the bigger back. Bryson Donnell, a little bit bigger than Miller. Both can run, but kind of a thunder and lightning type combination. And on a 2nd down and 12 from the near hash, 3 receivers split to the wide side of the field, and Adams is going to roll that way. He's in some trouble, and he throws the ball away as he got blasted. Coming off the outside, Nick Moore again, and wisely Adams, though, not penalized because he was outside the tackle box and clearly threw the ball away. But you can do that if you're outside the off the right hip of the tackle and outside that tackle box, as they call it, between the outside of the offensive line area. And so that'll make it a 3rd down and 12 at the 25-yard line. Would be a nice convert if the Red Raiders can pick it up. Ball near the middle of the field. They go right to left about midway through the 2nd quarter. They lead by 3 touchdowns. 3 receivers split near side and Adams to throw. Looking to throw a screen. Does. Donnell caught and breaks a tackle. He's upfield to the 30. Donnell does not get to the 1st down marker. He's about 8 yards short, but that was a heck of a run by Donnell because he had 3 guys on him, and they basically took shots back at the 20 and could not knock him off his feet. But it will be a 4th down coming up.
Yeah, they finally force the Red Raiders to punt. It'll be their first punt here of the first half.
And again, Adams is lined up in a regular formation, but again, remember, he can punt. He's lined up about 5 yards. It looks like a regular play, and Lufkin has nobody back in anticipation. And now Adams is going to get back about 8 yards, which would indicate a punt, and the young man will do just that. The senior with a nice kick. Nobody back to field. It'll take a Red Raider roll and die at about the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. Nice job that time by Trent Adams. He kind of sold Lufkin for a moment on, they weren't sure whether he would go for it or not. They kind of figured he wouldn't in their own end of the field, but they had nobody back to receive that punt, and so it went over their head, and that short, I guess you could call it kind of a pooch punt, if you will, does its job, and the Lufkin Panthers will take over at the 39 with 6:07 to go.
Yeah, again, they get their first stop of the night. Do the Panthers. They finally force a punt.
Jordan Moore has the ball on the left hash. He's got Barry in the backfield, a 4 wide receiver set, no tight end. 3 receivers near side, back to pass. Lawrence is chasing. Garfield not able to get there, and Moore's going to throw it downfield, and it's over Sam Flack, and there was contact on the play, but the Red Raiders do not get called. They had some contact, but Sears did a good job of looking at the football, which you can get away with a few things if you just look at the ball, right?
Yeah, that's pretty, and I think that's just pretty good coverage. They both went up and tried to battle each other for the ball. I think that's just pretty good coverage.
But the key is looking at the ball. Not
you got to at least act like you're playing the ball.
2nd down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Handoff to Barry, and Barry is tackled at the line of scrimmage. Boy, somebody stepped in there and made a fine play that time as they unpile. We'll check and see who that is. And that's going to be one of the Red Raiders. That is either it's Chris Harris, and I did not catch the other number. But it'll be a 3rd down and about 10. Maybe Jack Janis in on that play that time. Again, these numbers can be a little bit hard to read. And it's a 3rd down at the 40-yard line, 3rd down and 9. 3 wide receivers set back to pass, blitz coming, and they throw it near side and broken up and almost intercepted. A diving interception try broken up by Adam Mitchell on a pass intended for Christian Diaz. Mitchell diving at the ball, got a hand on it and broke it up, and I don't think a cornerback can play it much better than that.
No, and Mitchell actually slipped down, got back up in time to make the play, so well done by Mitchell. What a nice job by the defense once again.
4th and 9, and the Red Raiders get another defensive stop. And so they are playing great ball right now. Already have a defensive touchdown and 3 stops so far in the first half, 5:16 to go. Encarnacion with a rugby end-over-end punt that will bounce at the 38. Picked up by the Red Raiders and bringing it back upfield out to the 45-yard line. Kind of a gutsy move that time by the Red Raider return man. I think that's going to be Aaron Sears. I have to double-check that. I think that's Aaron Sears. Yep, that'll be Aaron, who was the return man. He took that ball, got a good bounce, grabbed it, and ran with it. First down, Red Raiders.
Aggressive return by Sears. Again, you like the fact that he got it, scooped it, and went up straight upfield for a nice return.
All right, so first down for the Legacy Red Raiders at their own 46-yard line. They lead at 28-7. 3 rushing touchdowns and a pick 6 by Caden Stark. And so the Red Raiders with a 3-touchdown lead as they fake the handoff and being chased out of the way back behind the line of scrimmage is Adams on a blitz, and he has to throw the ball away. He faked the handoff. I think he was trying to throw a screen pass that time, and he had no time to set anything up.
But that's an experienced decision by Adams. The play wasn't there. Throw it into the ground and save the yardage. It's not there. Throw the football away.
They're second down and 10 at the 46-yard line after the punt return. Ball near the middle of the field, going right to left. 3 receivers to the Lee side of the field, or the Legacy side of the field. And a handoff on the delayed draw. And here's a big hole for Jamarian Miller. And that's a Red Raider first down. Miller to the 41. The delayed draw to Jamarian Miller, who's having a big first half, takes it all the way to the Lufkin 43-yard line.
Yeah, good design on the play and even better execution. And there's a good hole provided by the offensive line, this time to the left side. For another Red Raider
Stick
first
another
down.
one on the board. You're feeling pretty good at
I think so.
4:38 left to play at the 43-yard line. The Red Raiders with the lead in the ball, going right to left, near hash 43-yard line. Slot left, handoff Miller. Miller off right tackle and got slammed down near the 40-yard line. Big hit on that play. Give him credit where credit's due to Jackson Warden, the senior linebacker, who delivered the blow after a 2-yard gain at the 41-yard line, second down 8.
Yeah, they haven't made many of those plays tonight, but again, the offensive line for Legacy has done an excellent job.
Nick Bennett conferring with George Bergfeld, whose dad and brother both played for the Robert E. Lee Red Raiders, so he is a second-generation Red Raider who's had a sibling play, actually a third generation. His granddad played for the Red Raiders. And here's a rollout by Adams on a second down and long, and he gets it to the edge and picks up about 2 yards on the play before he runs out of bounds. Maybe a yard. Looks like they're going to mark him out at the 40. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
That's a designed quarterback keeper. Not much on the play. Give the Panthers credit defensively.
All right. 3rd down and 7. Well, they're going to mark him right back at the 41. Looks like they're not going to give him much credit after all. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, there we go. They're correcting themselves. The umpire had it back 1 yard too far. 3rd and 7 after all of that. A little housekeeping by the officiating crew here, headed by Bobby Bain in the Tyler chapter. 3rd down at the 40-yard line. Near hash, 2 receivers and 2 running backs. And they fake the handoff, and Adams is gobbled up that time, once again by blitzing Nick Moore. Never had time after the faked handoff to even thinking about looking for the slant pass downfield. And he is buried under a white avalanche that time, led by linebacker Nick Moore. It'll be 4th and 12.
Yeah, no shot on that play, and nice penetration, good tackle to boot by the Panthers. It looks like, well, the Lee's got the offense out there, but we'll see if they go ahead and punt it away.
Well, again, they're at the 45-yard line, so if you pooch kick it down there, if you do it right, you could really pin them deep with 3:11 to go. Let's see, and Lufkin may be offsides here, and it's a free play, and they're going to throw it down the near side for Bennett, who caught it at the 15 and will score. Offsides against Lufkin. The Red Raiders run the play and throw a 45-yard touchdown pass to Nick Bennett. Everything coming up right tonight for the Red Raiders.
The Red Raiders pretty much doing what they want to on the ground and through the air. I think the Panthers saw the offsides and froze for just long enough to allow the receiver to get behind them.
It is 34-7, and the Chick-fil-A Tyler extra point coming up. 34-7, Red Raiders over Lufkin in, well, you felt like the Red Raiders had a chance to be pretty good, but I doubt anyone would have predicted this with 3:03 to go in the second quarter. As the sophomore Baxter has the ball teed up to kick it away. Kick is on the way by Baxter, and he is 5 for 5, and the Red Raiders lead at 35-7 with 3:03 to go in the second quarter. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, the team. was that scoring drive?
54 yards, 6 plays, 54.
Cooper Custom Homes is committed to crafting your dream home. We build quality homes at affordable prices. Whether it's your first home or your next home, you can select the perfect home from our existing home plans. Let's see Cooper Custom Homes partner with you to make the process of building a new home memorable. For financing qualifications or free quote, call 903-570-2812. Custom Homes at customhomes.com. Don't just dream a dream, build one. Altra's vision is to help you live your best life by providing personalized, innovative products and services for members as well as investing in the communities they serve.
Quality Investments kickoff coming up. The Josh Hill Edge performance scoring drive looked like this.
Yeah, 6 plays, 54 yards, 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
35-7, Red Raiders with the lead. Kickoff taken at the 11-yard line. And this will be Diaz. Diaz trying to go left. Hole 25. Red Raiders will need to clean this up and take it down at the 33-yard line. Probably a little bit more of a return than Coach Willis would have preferred. The Red Raiders scored on a 45-yard touchdown pass from Adams to Nick Bennett, the senior. And an interesting situation with Lufkin jumping offsides on a 4th down and 12. They jumped into the neutral zone. The Red Raiders senior, savvy enough to know it's a free play, throw it up there, and what the heck? There it goes.
Yeah, Red Raiders kept playing. The Panthers actually froze on the play again, allowed the receiver Bennett to get behind him. And a nice pass by Adams.
First down at the 33-yard line. Panthers go left to right. Jordan Moore outplayed so far by young Trent Adams, and the ball upfield and almost picked off. Intended again for their top gun, Kelton Wright. Well defended over on that edge by the Red Raiders. And one of the Red Raiders over there was Ja'Kalen Morgan, the transfer cornerback who comes highly touted. 2nd down and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and Morris forced a number of passes here in the first half, trying to throw him into traffic.
Barry's in the backfield, but they've not been able to really get the ball to him like they want to lately. I guess they're going to try here. They're going to hand it to him, and he's got about 6 yards, maybe 7, possibly as many as 8. Hit the hole quick and ran over the umpire that time at the 41-yard line, make it a 3rd down and 2. An 8-yard gain by Caleb Berry.
Yeah, again, an easy 8-yard. Didn't look like that much on the play.
So a 3rd down and 2 at the 41-yard line. We're down to 2:25 to go in the second quarter. The Adams Furniture and Appliance halftime show is coming up. 2 backs, 1 left, 1 to the right, 3 wide receivers, a 3-3 look defensively for the Red Raiders, and a handoff to Berry. They block Gallagher out of the play, and Berry has the first down into Red Raider territory before he's tripped up at about the 48-yard line. Carson Gallagher was coming over to make the play, but on what looked like a trap block, they were able to pin him out of the hole, and that'll be first down Lufkin at the Red Raider 49-yard line.
Bear's not the fastest guy, but he's shifty. He's able to make you miss and get those extra yards.
4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 1 back, quarterback is Moore, and he looks to throw. Good time, a lot of time, throws it into traffic. Diaz caught it and gets it down to the 40-yard line for a pickup of 8.5, maybe 9 yards before the Red Raiders make the play.
A stop route by Diaz, and that's another forced pass into traffic, but Moore is able to get away with it there.
2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line. About a buck and a half left to go in the second quarter. And it's Berry again. They're asking him to get the first down, and he will. And then there's a rugby scrum at the end of that play before the whistles blow. He needed 1. He got 2 before the whistles blew with 1:21 to go. And it appears that the Red Raiders have 2 timeouts. Lufkin down to 1. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. Again, no tight end, slot left, 3 receivers, and a running back against the 3-man defensive front. Berry standing right now, stands left of the quarterback in a long count. Back to pass Morgan. Back to pass Moore. He's rolling out. He's going to throw the ball downfield. Got a big arm, and that ball is incomplete, and a nice play. Nice play made that time. Good coverage on the play by the Red Raiders. And again, we'll try to pick up the number. One of the Red Raider deep guys downfield that time to make that play. is K.J. Humber, the senior strong safety, who did a nice job to track the play. Second down and 10 at the 38.
Did a nice job to get himself back in the play. He was beaten early. A nice job to get back in there.
Whistles blow before the snap of the football, and the Red Raiders will burn one of their timeouts. 51 seconds left to play in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. 35-7, Legacy over Lufkin. We're back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM The Team.
For sponsoring tonight's Press Box Meals. When you're headed home after the game, head on into Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Cane's fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers and sauce is the perfect way to feed your post-game appetite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Open late until 1 a.m. tonight. Super One Food saves you
51 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Bill Coates and Kevin Simon at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium in the American State Bank broadcast booth. As the Red Raiders lead at 35-7, includes a pick six, a touchdown pass a moment ago from Adams to Bennett. Touchdown runs by Adams, by Red Raider Jamarian Miller, and by Red Raider LaDavian Butler. And so Lufkin facing a second down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers set, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Red Raiders in that 3-3-5, and Moore being chased out of the pocket, being chased by Gallagher, scrambles to the left, and now he's going to run with it down the left sideline and will pick up some yardage, but not much. Maybe 3, as Gallagher and one other Red Raider were chasing him to the edge over there, but Gallagher, the blitzing linebacker, flushed him out of the pocket and broke up the play that time. They're going to say he went out for no gain or maybe a half-yard loss on that play. So basically it's third down and 11 coming up here. I kind of misjudged that one. I thought he picked up a couple. Either way, it's third down and long at the 39-yard line. Far hash, same empty backfield. Here comes a 5-man rush, and they throw it downfield, and that ball is knocked away. Intended for Montgomery and almost intercepted by a Red Raider, and it's Humber again. Wow, what a night K.J. Humber is having. He has made back-to-back defensive plays, and that'll make it a fourth down and 11. And Red Raiders a little bit slow to get up, it appears, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, it's a Lufkin Panther.
There's a Lufkin player down. My bad.
That was actually the receiver on the play.
Okay. With 37 seconds left. We'll visit with TISD Athletic Director Greg Priest coming up at halftime. Again, halftimes are going to be a little bit shorter, typically 30 minutes, going to be about 20 this year because the visiting bands are not traveling. Now, next week, when Tyler High and Legacy play each other here, I'm guessing that both bands will get an opportunity to perform, but I cannot say that for sure. We'll have to check on that. The injured Panther is up. But again, in the rivalry game, I hope both of them.
I'm guessing that would be the case. That's Kelton Wright, I believe. That's the injured receiver. Not sure what his issue is, but he's off the field now.
And again, slow start for Rickland and the Lions last night, but we know they'll get the ship righted and get it rolling by the time district rolls around. He's got a young team this year, and a new quarterback. Takes a while. Fourth down and about 11, and why not go for it in an empty backfield again? Red Raiders put 3 men on the line, tightly bunched this time. And let's see who blitzes. Yep, they're going to bring 2 linebackers. They throw the slant to Sam Flack, and that's a first down at the 24-yard line. Well executed that time. Starks made the play, but the Red Raiders were bringing 5 on that one, and they blocked them well, and Jordan Moore delivered the pass for a first down with 31 seconds left.
And the Panthers take a timeout, just a seam route by the receiver, and they played nice pass to a wide-open receiver by Moore.
35-7, the Red Raiders lead it back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM The Team.
Again, this reminder, please donate to this year's 30th annual East Texas Pantry Raid at TylerPantryRaid.com. Help both Tyler High and Legacy High provide for hungry families in our communities. The annual cross-city rivalry is next
I was looking at last year's stats. The Red Raiders had 10 interceptions last year as a team. That was second in District 11-6A. Starks has a pick tonight, and they've had a couple of pass breakups. So they're playing well in the secondary, and they are making plays, which is about all you can ask a defense to do these days. The shutdown defenses, the way the rules are written now, it's kind of hard to just slam the door on these high-powered offenses. But if you can get stops and make a few plays, you can win. 31 seconds left. It's first down at the 24-yard line. Empty backfield again. Right hash, Moore looking to throw. Three-man rush. They flush him out. Garfield Lawrence was held that time. No flag thrown. Throw it downfield, and that ball is incomplete, thrown behind the intended receiver on the play. Jorney Thomas. Was there a penalty flag?
Yeah, that was 35-yard line. So, yeah, they saw what you saw, and it'll come back.
Yeah, there was clear holding. Hunter McCall, the guard, grabbed the Red Raider Garfield Lawrence as he was coming around the end that time, and it is indeed holding. Had to call that one, didn't
you? Had to. It's pretty obvious. If you saw it, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. And again, I'm one of those guys that believe that, I hate holding penalties unless you dang near tackle the guy.
And he dang near tackled
the guy. And he dang near tackled the guy. If it's that obvious, you got to call it, right? But I'm one of those guys that let them play.
Yeah, let them play. You can call holding just about on every play, but that was pretty obvious.
First down and 20 at the 34-yard line with 23 seconds left to go. Red Raiders with a 4-touchdown lead here, and Lufkin trying to get something before halftime. And again, one back, four wide, back to pass. He's going to pump it and throw it downfield. Ball completed to Diaz at the 23 to the 20, 15, out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Bumped out along the near side at about the 13-yard line by Humber. And it will be a first down for the Lufkin Panthers at the 13-yard line with 14 seconds left. They're going for 7. They don't need field goals, so if the Red Raiders could keep them out of the end zone here, that would be a big win, even before halftime.
And on the other hand, if Lufkin can punch it in, that would help them and their confidence going into halftime.
4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Barry in the backfield. Don't sleep on him. Back to pass again. He's going to throw the slant near side, throws it away. Check that, not a slant, but an out route. That time he looked slant and then sailed that ball looking for Cameron Jackson. And that ball, I think Kevin sailed on him a little bit. Yeah. Now it's down to 11 seconds to go.
And not really close to Jackson on the out route, who he was trying to get the football to. So it's off the mark.
All right, so second down at the 13, 11 seconds left. And here we go again. Red Raiders again with a 3-man defensive line, which they've played all night long. They put Barry in motion and a pump fake and a fade to the near side intended for Montgomery. He makes the catch, and that may be a touchdown. It will be. Nice play that time by Montgomery, who went up and came down, and according to the official, got a foot in bounds in the near corner, and it'll be a touchdown from 13 yards out for the Lufkin Panthers.
Yeah, that's a great play by Montgomery. That's a ball that's basically tossed up in the corner of the end zone. Montgomery able to go up and get it with pretty good coverage.
So it's 35-13, and the Brad Burkeville Insurance Agency extra point by Encarnacion would make this a 3-score game. Red Raiders have dominated the first half, but the Encarnacion extra point is up and good with 4 seconds left in the first half. Red Raiders 35, Lufkin 14, back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM the team.
12 plays, 67 yards, 67 and 12.
Doc Deason Real Estate Kickoff coming up. The scoring drive is sponsored by Tim Jones State Farm Insurance.
That's a 12-play drive. Go 67 yards, 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Again, a great job by Montgomery, the receiver, Two of them get that one.
Yeah, came down 1 foot in bounds. I don't know that Coach Willis liked the call, but again, high school college football, 1 foot down, not two. And that makes it a 35-14 game. 4 seconds left. Time for the kickoff here, and maybe the Red Raiders may have time to run a play, depending on how this unfolds. Our Encarnacion teed up at the 40-yard line. Guessing it'll be a line drive kick to try to burn up the rest of the clock, and it will be. Ball will bounce downfield. It will bounce into the waiting arms and knocked down and covered by Lee by the Legacy Red Raiders at the 11-yard line, and that'll eat up the first half. So good job that time by the Red Raiders after bobbling the ball to just fall on it, and the first half comes to an end. Pretty encouraging first half for the Legacy Red Raiders as they lead the Lufkin Panthers 35-14. The Adams Furniture and Appliance halftime show coming up in 3 minutes on 92.1 FM The Team.